What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And I actually haven't done a video in a while, but we'll get to that in a bit. But what I'm going to be talking about to you guys today is the new Apple, what they've released this year from Keynote 2017, which happened yesterday when I was recording this. So, what's it today? Today's the 13th, so it was on the 12th of September. I'm going to be going through review some of the new things they brought out. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because I'm not that sort of technology guy who just goes on to talk about technology, but I just want to share with you what they've done and what's kind of my opinion on it. The first thing they released yesterday on the Apple website of the stream of Keynote 2017 was the Apple Watch, the new kind of update for the iOS update for Apple Watch. So it's got, I don't know, I'm not going to go into detail, but it's got so many different things. I don't personally have an Apple Watch, but I know people who do. They're okay. Like, there's new sort of health, which basically it helps you better than it did before. A few bugs fixed, stuff like that. New sort of design, sort of that. They also brought out the Apple Watch Series 3. This came with cellular data, so you can call people off your watch without having it have to be connected to your phone at all times. But unfortunately, from where I'm from, which is the UK, they only support it with EE at the moment. So they're going to have to bring out those maybe later this year or into next year, which is kind of a bit of a flaw towards that. But if you live in America, I think they've got, I don't know how many there are, but they've got quite a few providers with them. So with the messages and the calls, you can also do loads of different things. They had to really make the SIM card small and all those things in small, and the casing is exactly the same size as so that the actual watch is the same size as the Series 2, but the kind of the bit underneath that goes like sensor underneath is only 2 sheets of paper bigger, so that's like 0.1 millimeter or something like that. I'm not too sure. The next thing they released last night was the new Apple TV with 4K HDR. So HDR kind of makes the colours. So what they did, I'll insert a picture of it now. What they did is they had like a picture of a 4K image of like a bird, like a river or something, and they showed you it in 4K, and they showed you it HDR, the Apple HDR, which looks absolutely amazing. Which what they have incorporated in the new Apple TV. They've also included like a number of games you can get the Apple TV now. So there was one they showed last night called Fly, which is quite good, like 4K HDR game that you play, which you control with a little remote with one finger. I don't know if that's really good platform to bring up games on, but I didn't really like it in my opinion, but people might like it. The next thing Tim Cook announced last night was the iPhone 8. So in my opinion, they're not too different to the iPhone 7. Obviously they got a better camera. They've got a glass back, which is reinforced with stainless steel. I think it is like they've reinforced with steel, so it's the most durable glass on a smartphone ever. But because they have this glass back, they've brought wireless charging, which you can have like a circular pad, which you put the phone on it, just automatically charging. They've been working with companies like McDonald's and certain like airports and things, and they're going to be inserting those on in airports, in McDonald's, and other companies will now sell those wireless charging pads with the iPhone 8. The iPhone 8 comes in like 3 colours, I don't even know, 2 or 3 colours. So that's kind of really self-explanatory. But like practically the rest of it's like the iPhone 7. I think I'm not going to go into too much detail again. Tim Cook then announced one last thing, and because of these rumours that we've been hearing, we kind of knew what was coming, but it was quite, everyone kind of I don't know, it was really special to a lot of people. So I'm just going to show you this advert right now of what he put on the screen last night.
For more than a decade, our intention has been to create an iPhone that is all display. A physical object that disappears into the experience. This is iPhone 10. Developing the form and display together defines a whole new integration, making the boundary between the device and the screen hard to discern. The custom OLED panel was engineered to fold and seamlessly combine with the external surfaces. Mechanical buttons give way to touch and gestures. There's no home button. A single swipe takes you to the home screen. A more responsive touch system means the gestures in iOS 11 are more fluid. The polished stainless steel band reinforces the water-resistant all-glass design. This new glass formulation, the most durable ever in a smartphone, enables for the first time wireless charging. Our new True Depth camera system, contained within this tiny space, uses extraordinary depth sensing technology to let you unlock your phone with a glance. We call this Face ID. It maps the unique geometry of your face with over 30,000 invisible dots. This data is analyzed by the neural engine on the A11 Bionic chip, the first of its kind. Your iPhone now recognizes you, even in the dark, and will adapt to your physical changes. This makes your face your secure password. So with just a look, you can authenticate your phone or use Apple Pay. The True Depth camera also enables new experiences, like bringing emojis to life by mapping more than 50 facial muscles in real time, so you can be happy or sad or cross. Both the front and rear-facing cameras now have portrait mode, and for the first time you can actually define the light in a scene. Based on fundamental photographic principles, portrait lighting produces the effect of real studio lighting. On the back, the dual camera system is completely redesigned. It's made even smarter by the A11 Bionic chip. With machine learning, the camera detects elements in the scene to optimize the image before the photo is even taken. The camera we use every day now delivers so much more. And as iOS becomes the world's largest platform for augmented reality, it will redefine what's possible. This is iPhone 10.
So yeah, he actually did announce the iPhone X, or as he calls it, the iPhone 10, which celebrates 10 years of Apple making iPhones. So what they've done with the iPhone 10 is they've made the glass back the same as the iPhone 8, and obviously you can do wireless charging with that as well, but the whole front screen is the whole front is the screen, with a little dip at the top for the camera, the mic, all sorts of things like that. It looks amazing, honestly. It doesn't have a home button though, which for some people in their opinion is a problem. For me, it's not really a problem because you can just swipe up and it will go to the home page, or you swipe halfway up and it goes to the bit where you can like double tap. Like I'll show you. So say if you go on here and then double tap, if you like scroll halfway up the screen, it will do that. So yeah, they also showed this kind of like big oval wireless charging pad, which you can, if you have the iPhone 10 or the iPhone 8. And the Apple Watch, you can both charge at the same time. Also with your AirPods, you can charge your AirPods there as well, which is sick. But I personally think AirPods are a waste of money. I don't know what you guys do. Now, prices. They've lowered all the prices of their stuff. Like, most of their products, they've lowered the prices. So the SE is now available for £350. iPhone 6s is £449. iPhone 7 is £549. And the iPhone 8, I think, is £799. I'm not totally sure. The iPhone 8 is currently priced at $699, which is, I don't know, it's quite expensive, but I think that was the same with the iPhone 7 when it came out last year, so it's not much of a surprise to all of us. The iPhone 10 is priced at £1,000, which a lot of people think is quite expensive for a phone, but if you look at all the equipment, all the stuff that they've put into it, it looks great, and I think it will convince people to either pre-order or buy the phone, which is amazing. And also iOS 11 has been released to launch on the 19th September, which is Tuesday, which I'm really excited about because obviously I've got the iPhone 7. I'm not planning on buying the iPhone 8 or the iPhone X right now because it's expensive, and the iPhone 8, in my opinion, is a bit like the iPhone 7. Pretty much exactly the same, in my opinion, apart from the wireless charging, glass bag, stuff like that, but not important to me. So I thought that I'm waiting for this iOS 11 update, and it looks really good. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link to like a kind of a feature description video in this in the channel description below. I've watched quite a few of them and they look great, so go ahead and watch those if you'd like. Another thing they've announced is that they're turning, I think it's like 100 of the Apple stores around the world into kind of hangout places for people, or community places. So for example, the Glass Dome of 5th Avenue, New York, which I went to earlier last year, they're taking the Cube and expanding it all out, and they're having the whole sort of plaza in, they're having big trees up it, and they're all going to have like sofas and all sorts of things so you can hang out with your friends there. It just looks quite good. I think it's a really good idea they're doing that, although they didn't mention anywhere like London or Brighton, so obviously not Brighton because it's in like a shopping mall, but London, they didn't say anything about London, but they did say 100 cities around the world, so hopefully they'll bring this to the UK. They're also putting on a lot more things. I know they're definitely in America, but I'm not sure about England. In the Apple stores, like courses, photography lessons, like all sorts of workshops, stuff like that, that you can get involved in. I know it's definitely in America, but I'm not sure about UK, like I said. But yeah, we'll just see how that pans out. With the iPhone X as well, they've also brought out like a number of like animated emojis where you can record your own message with your faces emoji, and they've also worked with Snapchat with the filters as well to make it more like so it's connected to your face, because of the iPhone X is bringing out face recognition, because obviously going to Home Button and do Touch ID. Face recognition looks absolutely amazing. So apparently, if 150,000 people put their finger on my phone, at least one of them would get into my phone just randomly. With face recognition, it's 1 in a million, which is it actually looks amazing. Like, what I didn't see this. Like, I'm not very good at recognizing things like this. Actually, I'm alright, but I didn't notice this last night. He tried. One of the people who announced the iPhone 10, they looked at their phone to do face recognition, but it didn't work, so they had to turn around and put the passcode in, which I heard was I heard that from people today. It's so funny. I'm trying to insert a clip now.
Here is iPhone 10. Now, unlocking it is as easy as looking at it and swiping up. And, you know, let's try that again. Ho, ho, ho. Let's go to backup here and get right in. So here we are, and you see this expansive display.
If you didn't see it, well, obviously I wasn't there. But that's made me laugh quite a lot, because, like, you know, they've just announced this thing and they can't do it themselves. But yeah, apparently it's meant to be really good. We'll just see how that goes out in the near future when they release the iPhone 10, but we'll see how that goes. Apple Pay now also works with face recognition, which looks quite cool. So yeah, that's all I've had to say about the keynote. If you do want more information, there's probably more videos which you can search up about this topic if you want to go into the technology side, but these are just my opinions on the main products they've released this year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like on this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. There will be more vlogs soon, I promise, because I need to do stuff, but hopefully soon there'll be some more vlogs. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.